And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Alright, now we're recording it. So I was just cleaning my inventory out and I have some stuff in here now that I need to do something with. This is Earth. Do we have somebody who's using? You have water that you're using. Water and air. Do we have anyone else using Earth? But you have unused. Okay. And you have 5 unused, and I need for one of you is to use that requires tactics. Which one was I was looking at? These 2 here. This requires protection prayer. Didn't I have another one I was looking at? I don't know. I don't think, maybe I was misremembering. I think I misread it because it says earth damage, and I figured that's what it needed. So who, I don't know if any of you has tactics. Commands and leadership. Yeah. And I don't have tactics, obviously. But I have one here for prayer protection. And I think you're the one that has protection and prayer. Smith. And you have 6 points. I don't know. Because this would work with him. I don't know if I can change his armor. Oh yeah, I can. This is while tacking. We can give that a try and see. And see what happens. Worst case scenario is it's not good. I think the other thing, this thing here, I might save. I wonder if I'll have a tune that later uses tactics. Because I feel like tactics is something that a player character uses. Not something that I have. Like maybe like a ranger or an engineer or something. Or not an engineer, a warrior or an engineer. Something like that. I've not attempted to give any of my minions better gear. That might be a good idea. Maybe I need to start doing that. Maybe that's why we're having problems. Oh yeah, this is... we also have sticks. I'm collecting everything and I refuse to give it up. I refuse to surrender anything yet. I'm gonna have to clean out my inventory though. I'm gonna burn through my inventory space so quickly. Still. Mat trader, armor trader, dye trader. I think your armor's the same, right? Does it look different? No, it doesn't look like it. Because in the other game it does matter. Well, you do have different bottoms. Do they have... Okay, that one's armor class. So they do have lesser armors. They're not like the top armor. So these are just probably starter areas in case you started here first. Okay, I think we got it. Alright, we're gonna head out. Let's see here. I think we need to head to Prophet's Path. Or Prophecy, or whatever it is, or Prophet's Path. This one. Because I think it's somewhere here, because that sounds about right. So we're going that way. And hope to find something that isn't, you know, our death. Maybe, hopefully, right? Right. I turned around to see what he was. I could have used my mouse to turn around, but I was auto running and I didn't want to do that. It was extra work. I think I have a full team. I think you only are allowed 6 here. Okay. I say we head down this way. Okay. I kind of want to watch him. I don't know if it's actually helping him or not, to be fair. What is this anyways? Like we have this thing, but if you put things there, nothing ever happens. I know these are just cosmetics. You know, just for like looks and things. But I don't know about this. Sorry, I was looking over the hill. I saw that they were there, I just didn't care enough to respond first. I'm so sick of this hexing. Drive me crazy, womans. Okay. I also saw that the marks actually are adding up really quickly as far as their value. So I am not using them. That is a huge skull. Look at that. That's massive. Poison and hexing going on. These guys suck. Okay. Let's go. That's a huge skull. I know we can't go past that. I mean, right? Surely not. Because it kind of looks like it's an attempt to barricade it. Right? Yeah. It's definitely a barricade, yeah. I saw grass on the side. Maybe I was like, maybe there's a pathway leading that way. These look so weird. They look like tombs or entryways inside something. They're not, but they look like they would be. Sorry, I'm trying to see if this is another cheap wall. Looks like another cheap wall. I kind of wish they would just stack boulders up taller than that. Having a few flat rocks to me doesn't really help. Put some boulders up, make it a little knee high, and then I'll think, oh, she doesn't want to scuff her leg. My little dainty character can't do that, you know. I hate these things. They are profitable though, so I did break down some of their legs earlier, but I probably should have sold them. I don't know why they're called jade scallops. They're not green. And they don't drop jade. It doesn't really fit, does it? Leech scallop. Man, so he was sunburned? Well, sunburns you're gonna get if you've got a shell. Damn, that sucks. That must suck so bad. Alright, everybody back to the hitting on the devourers. I was gonna say scorpions, but they're not scorpions. They look like scorpions. You're basically Guild Wars 2's giant version of scorpions. You know what? Now that I think about it, there must have been a dev at the company that doesn't like scorpions, and he decided, you know what? I'm terrified of scorpions. Let's make a giant scorpion and call it Devourer. Nightmare fuel it, you know? You can't tell me someone didn't think of that. It's also probably why they make the spiders 10 feet tall. Yeah, it's definitely too far of a drop. Okay. I suppose you had to walk way around, but I didn't want to go walking around in the way. Sorry, I keep bumping that. Let's see if we can sneak around here. Yeah. Come here, everyone, over here. Okay, fine. Fucking assholes. I hate that the model, like, blocked me, but I'm also like, dude, come on. I wanted to get over here so we could be easier to pick fights with them. Poor Vex. There we go. So everyone's up. Alright, let's go. Sorry, I didn't see that. There we go. Okay, I think we should head back this way. Because I don't know if there's a pathway back here, but I feel like there is. Sorry, I was looking. I was like, should I go this way or should I just go back the way I haven't went? There's these guys and they're gonna be a pain, but we're gonna have to kill them anyways. So we might as well. Yeah. We just go up here. I mean, because they've already cleared the way, because they're all fighting with each other. I was gonna say, there's a door there. There's like an actual teleporter there. Try to see if there was any waypoints. There's switches over there. I guess we can try. I don't know which way to go directly or exactly. But I'm just basing it off what's most interesting to... Which most interesting way, I should say. That plant looks ominous. that's stone. Is he a boss? I can't tell, actually. He just looks bigger than the rest of them. Yeah, too much stuff hitting on me at that moment. Not too worried about it. Can't you pick a target? Come on. So if not, where did a lot of them come from? Because I don't. Maybe I think maybe some came back from here because I don't think there was that many. But the dots are very deceiving, to be real. I don't want to have to go all the way back. Oh, it's more annoying than anything. Because I don't know where the hell we went. Oh, so far back. Alright, hopefully there's not too much on the way here between then and there. Ugh. Alright. Let's see. I was trying to think if there was anything else I could think of. Cause like, see there's a teleporter there and it takes me over here. I think that's where the teleporter goes. There's also something over here and there's a teleporter there. But I don't know if that means anything. I also don't have the path that's so rocky looking. I wonder if they'll back off. I don't really need to deal with them. I hate them. They're so annoying. There's so many of them and they're always so annoying. They're not hard to beat, so there's that. But they're also still annoying. I think that's what made it worse, right? I think we were doing fine until they spawned on top of us along with having the fight all of those things. So that made things unnecessarily difficult. Which one did we take? There. I hate them. Really? Whoever put that there's a patrol, it's an ass. I mean, there's just two of them, but still an ass. Just die already, I'm so tired. I'm only 16 minutes in and I'm already getting to this point where I'm like, the walk-in's obsessive. It doesn't change my opinion, I still like the game. It's just stupid. But there's like this giant pit of sand up here. It almost looks like a hole for like a sandworm or something, like a monster. I'm so confused why it's there. But I'm wondering if the Minotaurs over here came and made this worse. Sorry. Looking around. What's attacking us? I mean, I figure that thing might be attacking us, but that's a really long distance to attack us. Okay. Yeah, see, there's like a stone here. Just looks like it would be something important, like a monument or a marker. But maybe it's just meant to fit in with the environment. Maybe they use this as an excuse to put the sand there. All right, let's see. Let's see where this takes us. I think that takes us over here. Oh, it definitely takes us down there. It definitely does that. All right, let's see. I wish these would stay on permanently. Not just when you were in the map. But I think everything's like that with the game when it comes to the maps. Everything is semi-permanent, basically. It's only permanent temporarily, I think. What the heck are those? Oh, they're sand golems. That's kind of cool. About the same as a rock golem. Maybe their skills are a little different. Oh my god, these things are annoying. What in the world took everybody out? I knew these things might have, but I guess those things did it because they're just more aggressive. But I don't know. It's whatever. I ain't worried about it. I don't know where this puts us. God. So sick of this area. I don't know. You know what? I don't want to hear anyone from Guild Wars 2 complain about map exploration ever again. Ever. Talk to your mother and whine to her because I'm so sick of it. Because I only say this right. Not because I hate necessarily this as an exploration, because there are games that are worse and whatnot. But when I have so many people who come from Guild Wars 1 or who come from other games and are like, oh man, Guild Wars 2, like exploration, like oh, the Tyria map is so long, it's so hard and whatnot, or hard to get through. Bullshit. Bullshit. All right. I don't want to hear another word about how difficult it is. We are lucky that we have all the waypoints, because the waypoints in this is like waxing your leg blindfolded, not knowing when it's going to happen. It's so annoying. And the worst part is that waypoints here you can't return to. So you're stuck in this area. So you're spending 30 minutes, if you're lucky. 2 hours in an area is probably about the common amount, because of the fact that there's not that many like TPs that you can go to. I don't want to hear a single Guild Wars 2 player ever complain to me again about how map exploration is hard in Guild Wars 2. I don't want to hear it. I always be mad, but now I definitely feel more mad about that, because I like when it came to map completions in Guild Wars 2, I actually really liked it. Like, it was fun. There was things to do, there were places to be, and even if you go to an area you're not really supposed to be in due to level capping and whatnot, it wasn't that big of a deal, right? This one, it doesn't matter if you're in your level or not, you're still eating shit, and I'm not appreciative of it. I'm sure it'll get easier, obviously, as you get along, and it's not like, again, not enough for me to like just to not be happy with the game, but I'm just so sick of the repetitive nonsense with that, of going down and stuff, because there is like no other way between here. I've traveled halfway, give or take, through one map, and there's not anywhere else to like, you know, teleport to. There's a long walk back. We have enemies that are spawning that come in. Granted, I know this is supposed to be the desert area, so it's very much like in Guild Wars 2 where you have like the level 80 areas and stuff. I get that. It still doesn't make it this difficult. I have been on maps in Guild Wars 2 that have literally, without fail, without question, only like 3 teleportations in the area, or even maybe less than that. I think oh no, not 3. I think the less at least I've seen is like 5, maybe. All right, and they're at different locations. Right? But even then, at least you can there are places you can go that are closer than here. And that to me is wild to think about. It's ridiculous. You know what? Screw you. I'm not worried about it. We're going this way. To hell with you and your shit. So, like, my point is, you have other places you can go. Does that mean you're still gonna eat shit? Heck yeah. Some of those areas are pretty rough. See, and I was just this close to an area. Oh, they're all ghosts. This is kind of sad. This area must be like... Are you guys, like, originally from the area and then the area was destroyed? Shouldn't it disturb you that you're talking to a bunch of dead people? Okay. We still... Okay, weird. So this is like a small town area. That is weird. But my point being is that, like, in Guild Wars 2, there are places you can go, places to rest up and be on your way. And it irritates me, the lack of space. I also don't approve... Okay, the minions are one thing, right? That's okay. What does irritate me about the minions slightly is once you get hero minions, then you are kind of at the mercy of whatever map you're in. You're not allowed certain minions. Like this map, I think, is supposed to be easier. And I think it's supposed to be easier because you're only allowed 6. Which is fine, except that some maps that are tougher allow you to have 8, which I find kind of jarring. Because, you know, you're getting used to one amount. Okay, for example, in Guild Wars 2, there's basically 2 sizes of parties that you can have. You can have a party of 5, or you can have a party of 50, or you're alone. Alright? That's it. And the party of 50 is a bunch of players, obviously. And then the party of 5 is obviously a bunch of players, right? You don't have the minion system, right? But you are allowed that many, and there is no question. Holy shit, I knew that there were worms. But you know, that's what you were allowed. Must be why they were all frantic. But like that is that's the standard, right? And it weirds me out sometimes when I'm internet maps and I'm allowed certain amounts versus others. And maybe it gets easier to tell from one from the next, but still. Someone needs to get that one.